Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all had a lovely Christmas, and here today I'm going to be telling you about my 2017 favourites. So the first thing that I want to talk to you about is this Pixi vitamin, however you say it, Wake Up Mist. Now this has orange blossom and citrus extracts in it, and it is so lovely. I use this in the morning once I've used my micellar water to just clean off the face, and then I go in with this, give it a good shake. It sort of comes out quite heavy, but it's so lovely and so refreshing. It doesn't feel heavy, but it just gives you so much added moisture to your face, and definite must have. This is my first bottle and I've already got a backup because I love it so much. This Badescu eye cream. This is the Ceramide Herbal eye cream, and it is lovely. It's sort of a creamy kind of texture and it's just perfect. It's not heavy, it doesn't come out sort of runny and you feel like you're having to use more to sort of stop it from going anywhere or whatever. It's just so hydrating and so like rich and creamy, but it's not, it doesn't feel too rich that you think you're slathered in eye cream and your face feels heavy because of it. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I buy these from BeautyBay. That's the only place in England that I found it so far. The final bit of Badescu I have is this drying lotion, and this is amazing. First time I got it, I shook it up. You're not meant to. It's sort of, you can see you've got kind of like a, I want to say like pasty consistency at the bottom, and then you've got this liquid here, and you don't shake it. You initially think that you need to, but you don't. You literally just dip your cotton tip right down to the bottom to this bit, and that obviously brings up this sort of like pasty watery type thing, and you just dot it over your breakouts. It's kind of odd because it feels kind of not stingy, but you know it's on that breakout, if you know what I mean. And it dries down, sort of like crumbles sort of thing, but you put it on, you're meant to put it on like either before you go to bed, or if you're just having a day at home and you don't care if anyone sees you with a load of spots stuff, you know, that emphasises that you got a breakout there, then yeah, that's definitely a good one to buy. And then finally, as like a skincare, I guess I'd class as a skincare, this is my face halo, and Face Halo is a brand. I believe they are based in America, but they are co-owned or co-run with Chloe Morello. So it's microfiber. You don't have to add any product like makeup remover product to this. It's kind of what it's for is to help you remove your makeup. You can use it alongside with your cleanser, but I think the main purpose of designing this was to take off makeup. As I say, you only need to add water to it. So yeah, it's a good alternative to makeup remover wipes, and all you need to do is just add a little bit of like hand soap on it and just rub it, and that just gets all the makeup out. You dry it, leave it to dry, and yeah, you can buy a 3-pack of these from BeautyBay, I believe £18. I annoyingly bought mine from America and obviously had to wait a little while for it to come over. And then as soon as it arrived, I think like the next day or the day after, BeautyBay announced that they had it, so I wasn't best pleased, but never mind, it's the way of the world. Anyway, so yeah, and each of these little things lasts 200 washes, and you get 3, so you have 600 washes of this. Is hair care. It's been a long journey with my hair. I always change it. I always want something different. This time last year I had sort of like grey hair, which was lovely, and I wish I could still have it because I loved it, but it just wasn't lasting in my hair. Anyway, I went back to having some like a warmer blonde through it, and then I'll cut it short, and it suits me better. So this Goldwell Kerasilk Repair Mask, and it's in the Reconstruct range. Now you can get a few different variations of this from Goldwell. There's this option, and then there's 3 others, but the Reconstruct has been the one that's sort of been my you know, product of choice. I use this as like a conditioner, so you can use this and put this on for 5 to 10 minutes and leave it on, but I actually use this as my full-blown conditioner just at the ends of my hair. Then my next 2 products for hair care are again from the Goldwell Kerasilk Reconstruct range. This first one is the sort of leave-in conditioning spray. It's a regenerating blow dry spray, and it helps to colour protect your hair while you blow dry it, style it, etc. But it's also like a leave-in conditioning spray, and again, like the other Goldwell product, it smells amazing. And I think I've been through 2, if not 3 of these, and nothing compares. These I get from my hairdressers. Those products, the Goldwell, I get from my hairdressers. And then finally in hair is this product again. This is a hair perfume, and yeah, probably a lot of people will say, why the hell do you need a hair perfume? And yeah, probably you don't need it, but at the end of the day it's lovely. And the amount of benefits me and my mum have had from using this on the days that you don't wash your hair, it just sort of like freshens your hair, and it sort of carries throughout the whole house, and it smells so nice. So next product is a perfume, and perfume has been the hardest thing for me to find since going cruelty free. As I said before, there's a Molten Brown one, but that's more sort of summery, and there wasn't really many perfumes that weren't, and if they were ones that were like online only, so you think, how can I can't smell it, how can I smell it, or in America. So that was a bit of a difficult thing, but this little one is amazing. This is by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Scent of Dreams. I mean, first off, can we just look at this beautiful packaging? Absolutely beautiful packaging. I'm sorry, but no other perfume I've had has beaten this. It's my winter fragrance, and I got this for Christmas last year, 2016, and because, as I say, I only use it in the winter. I've got one for the winter and one for the summer. I used to be someone that would collect heaps of perfume and wear a different one like every day, but obviously all of those perfumes were all tested on animals, so they all used up and quickly moved on. I've got a new perfume to try this year for the winter months, and that is the Kat Von D Sinner perfume. That smells amazing, but this has been my favourite winter perfume by far. So first off, let's talk about some base products for makeup, and when I say base, I'm meaning like primers, foundations, that kind of thing. So my first primer that I love is this Marc Jacobs Coconut. It's called the Invisible Undercover Perfecting Coconut Face Primer. It is, I mean, first off, the bottle looks like a pill, but it is so lovely, and yes, it's kind of weighty. I have heard that the Do You drops and the foundation, the Remarkable foundation, is quite heavy, the packaging, but I don't think this is at all. I think this is quite light. So I use this as my first primer. So I use this as my first primer before I do anything else. Obviously I've done like all my skincare, and I go in and put a layer of this just all over my face. It smells lovely. It's very comparable to the Too Faced coconut primer. Then the next one I would go in with, And this is all completely a whole routine in itself. The next one I would go in with is this Stila Cosmetics One Step Correct. And this, because of the, I don't know if you can see the, yeah you can, so there's like green, violet and peach, and it comes out all mixed together, and you literally just put it across your whole face, so it will help to dull out redness, helps to brighten some of the areas that, you know, dull parts of the skin, and also help to sort of settle a little bit of the under eye circles darkness that you can get. This is already my second tube of this, and the first time I tried it, I couldn't, honestly, I put it on and I couldn't believe the fact that it actually made a difference to my cheeks, especially because that's where I noticed sort of like the most redness. One time I was doing my makeup in the lounge with my parents, and my mum was sort of like intrigued by what I was doing, and anyway, one minute I hadn't got this on, the next minute I put this on, and Mum said, "What have you just put on your face?" And I was like, "Just this." She was like, "It's just literally evened out everything on your skin, and it's made it so it all fits together," and it really does. It's incredible. I love Stila. I'm so glad they are cruelty free. I didn't think they were, but they chose to come out of China so that they could have the cruelty free status. So, but yeah, and you can get this BeautyBay, ASOS, Marks and Spencer's, Cult Beauty. Then finally is my last primer that I use. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow, and when I say this is just such a beautiful illuminating primer, believe me, truly believe me, because it works on all skin types, it works on all skin tones. It's just amazing. It really helps to just brighten, give your face some illumination, but not sort of looking like a little bit of a glitter ball before you even started with anything. It just gives your face that beautiful glow that looks natural, like what you should have, you know. It doesn't make you look oily, which you can look like. It just, I can't even think of the right words to describe it, but you just have to believe me when I say that it's amazing. And I have this, and I have a Cover FX illuminating primer, and this, out the two, this is the one I reach for over everything. It's just amazing, and it's definitely, it goes under all of my foundations perfectly. Okay, so then moving on to some foundations. My first foundation that I love, and I'm so sad it's finished. This is the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation. As you can see, it's so cool. It's amazing, this packaging, but it's literally the best. I remember when I first heard about it, and I went online to John Lewis website, and they'd sold out so quickly, and I went on a waiting list for the shade I needed, which is Porcelain. And I remember, I think I was in the house and I was having my breakfast or something, and I got this email through from John Lewis to say it was in. I was like, drop everything, I need to order it, and I did. I'm so glad I did. But look, it's so sad, but it's just, honestly, believe me when I say it is the best stick foundation that I have ever found. I love Hourglass to pieces. Again, with Charlotte Tilbury, it's one of the few brands so far that have recognised my work. Every time I post a photo onto my Instagram of makeup looks, they always will like it. And to someone who's inspiring to try and, you know, get involved into this industry that's already crowded with a lot of people anyway, but to have a brand like Hourglass that is the height of luxury, in my opinion, and cruelty free, that recognises your work, it's amazing. But even beside all of that, even if I didn't have any of those things, I still love the brand itself. The products no products have ever failed me, none at all. I've got this, I've got a face powder, a mascara, a blusher, bronzer. I've always wanted to get the eyeshadows, but they've just recently come up with some new ones, and I think I'm going to wait until they are available here in the UK, because the other ones where there's like that swirly sort of texture, I'm not too sure how I feel about those. Like, there's nothing really that sort of jumps out and says buy this one. So, but anyway, off topic. Hourglass is expensive, of course. I'm not trying to be annoying here, but most of the products are probably more on the expensive side. It's just preference, it's what I prefer. But it's worthwhile. It's such a quick thing, you know, you just put it on. You don't need to cake yourself in it because a little goes a long way with it. I use it with the Vanish foundation brush, buffing brush, and it just works. I mean, it's okay, it can work with the beauty blender, but I think you get a better result with the brush of that. The next foundation, which I love, is again from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Light Wonder foundation, and there's two different foundations that she's come out with so far. This one and the Magic foundation. The Magic foundation I love. I haven't used it since the start of this year, but it's because I've sort of found some other sort of full coverage foundations that I'm sort of just reached for, but I still love it. Definitely there's nothing wrong with it, it's just those other ones. But this one it's perfect for the spring summer months, or even if it's just a day that you want something sort of cover a few blemishes, sort of even out the skin tone, but you don't want to do cake face and do everything full and everything. This is just, it's just amazing. It's so lovely, it's so lightweight, it's so hydrating, it's so illuminating, and paired with the Wonder Glow and the Light Wonder, so pair these two together, it's just a little marriage. It's a little marriage, and it's lovely. But yeah, it's definitely one of the best sort of lightweight foundations that I've found in a long time, and I'll definitely be continuously purchasing this once I've run out. I think that is the thing, I will finish something until it's run out, and then I'll go on that whether I then repurchase or not, because things are expensive, and I'll keep using it right to the end to see, so I can actually give myself a full verdict. And if I'm absolutely obsessed, like I have been with some of the products, I've just gone out and re-bought them. So yes, and that's the second to last foundation, bear with. And we're back. So the last foundation that I have to show you is the Huda Beauty Faux Filter foundation. This is only a recent launch, but it is so amazing. The smell is amazing, the consistency is amazing, and it's not heavy, it's not drying, it's not chunky, it's creamy, the smell of it is beautiful, and I can't say I'm really keen on a smell in a foundation, but the smell in this is beautiful, it's so lovely. They've got such a wide range. So with this one, they have a massive shade range, and actually when I first looked at it I was like, oh, I'll just look at the lightest ones, and then when I saw the models for them I thought, yeah, no, I've not got similar skin tone to that, I need to go a bit like further along the scale, and I actually ended up with Shortbread 200B. Does that? It's just perfect, it's lovely. As I say, the smell is luxurious, the texture of it's luxurious, the finish of it's luxurious, it lasts so long. I've got it on at the moment, and I can't tell you how amazing it is and how much I love it. So well done Huda Beauty, because it's beautiful. So the next things I'm going to talk about is concealer, and I've got a couple of concealers that I truly love, and this is the Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Miracle Eye Wand, and with this you get two separate sides. So the first side is a cream, and it's sort of like an eye cream to sort of prep your under eyes with, and then the other side is sort of like your concealer. But the good thing with this one is that it is quite sort of peach toned, so I use it as to correct my dark circles. I have really heavy dark circles under my eyes. I've never been able to get rid of them. I think I've had them for the majority of my life, but never mind. And this is just incredible. I leave it under the eye. So yeah, this is the best for sort of trying to cover up some of my dark circles. And then two full-blown concealers that I use religiously. I also have the Kat Von D Lock-It concealer, but that's more of a full cut, like a full heavy concealer, so I don't tend to use that on an everyday basis, but I still love it. So the first one is this, again, Charlotte Tilbury one, and this is the Retoucher concealer. Lighter shade as normal, but this is kind of oh, there's a archy hair on it. How did you get on there? Anyway, so this again, it's a sort of brush tip applicator. You twist it up. It's kind of got a yellow tone to it, so it definitely, I've found that doing this alongside the concealer part of the, well, the corrector part of this, it's a perfect match. Perfect match. And ever since I figured that one out, and not that long ago, I use them together all the time. So anyway, this is my favourite. I remember when I first brought it, I was like, I don't like it, it's too yellow, it wasn't right for me. I then added in that. Perfect, absolutely perfect. And then my final concealer is by Colourpop. This is the No Filter concealer, and this is amazing, amazing. Colourpop literally have just blown me away with some of their products. I waited until I've got quite a few things to order, because it's obviously coming from the US, before I order things. And I recently done my first order, and this consisted of this concealer, and my god, it's amazing. So this one is fair neutral. There is one lighter, and I have ordered that in my latest order that I've done, because I just want to see how different they are, because they do dry down a tad darker, they do oxidise, so that is one thing to just note in it. But honestly, people say it's like the Tarte Shape Tape, I think it is. See, I've not tried that because yes, they're cruelty free, but their parent company isn't. But people have said that this is very comparable to it. It's, I think, $5. And Colourpop always have offers, so you can end up buying a lot of products for about $60. And you just think, like, some items you would only get one thing for $60, so that is incredible. So the first powder product that I will be talking about is this. Oh look, hello, there's me, hi. Is this Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Micro Powder. Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. Oh, bear with. Just try to not cross my leg because it was going numb, but maybe I will. So this is literally it is the best powder, face powder. Honestly, it does so well for under eyes. I use it on my nose a lot as well, like especially when you're wearing sunglasses, and it can sort of, if you put that on there prior, it sort of just mattifies the nose and it just stops it from moving. I also put it basically on my T-zone, around my mouth area, and for the past few months now I've actually been using this across my whole face, and it's been amazing. I got this for my birthday at the end of February this year, and I've just got another one for Christmas this year. You can see I've still got loads in there, but it's just, the consistency of it is beautiful. So My other sort of powder setting favourite is this Cover FX, and this is the Perfect Setting Powder, and this is in the shade Translucent Light. They have a few other shades as well. So hydrating. It's not got, it hasn't got talc in it, because talc can kind of dry out certain areas, but this is just, it's expensive, but literally a little goes a long way. I literally put in my damp beauty blender into this and sort of bake under my eyes, and just sort of over the nose area, and it just makes you look really flawless. For that, it's definitely a winner for me. Oh, that did go everywhere. The next one is a bronzer, and I used to avoid bronzers at the best of time because I didn't know how they worked. I didn't feel like bronzers suited me because I had such pale skin, and then I found this Laura Geller bronzer. This is the Beach Matte Baked Hydrating Bronzer in Sunrise Fair. It's actually made in Italy. Obviously you can see, but I have used it because it was actually like sort of quilted texture, which is quite pretty. I liked the design, but it's just like, it's so you can see it's so fair, so finely milled, but it just, like, I have it on, you can see it's so natural looking, which I think a bronzer should be. I don't want to see an orange bronzer, and this just isn't that. It isn't orangey, it's just neutral toned, it's perfect for lighter skin tones, and because of it being matte, I wear this all the time. I don't try and alter. I do have the Hourglass bronzer, but I don't reach for it as much as this one. This has definitely taken over for me, and you know, and that is that. Final powder face product that I love, and that is this Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo. And this is in fair medium, so it's a face sculpt and highlight. So, ooh, strong team. Sorry, the Chelsea thing's just come through and tell me what the team is for today against Stoke. If you didn't know, I'm a Chelsea fan, so hello if you're Chelsea fans. Yeah, well, I'll have a discussion with you if you're anything other. Anyway, so this is my Film Star Bronze and Glow. So obviously this is the highlight and this is sort of like the bronzer shade. I actually use this more as a sort of contouring shade. Oh, it's so pretty. And then this one. Did I even go in? Soz. Oh yeah, you can see it now. Yeah, it's just quite, it's so neutral tone. Oh, you can see my little marks. It's just so neutral toned. I love it. This is, the highlight is the perfect natural looking highlight ever. It doesn't, it's sort of that glow with like from within type highlight. It's very subtle, very natural, just like how the sun would catch your face kind of thing. And then, as I say, this is beautiful contour. I don't use a lot of it, but yeah, it's just, and the Charlotte Tilbury packaging, seriously, it's like the best packaging ever. Then my favourite mascara is the Ciate Wonder Wand. This is a little travel size, and I got this with the Chloe Morello Beauty Haul Volume 2. I got the first one, used it, loved it, was obsessed. But this is the wand. It's very similar to the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara wand, and I agree 100% with Chloe Morello that this is the best mascara. Once I finish this, I'm going to purchase the full size because it's just the best. It lengthens, it lifts, it volumizes, it doesn't clump, it doesn't run, it's sort of a dry texture. It's just, it's amazing. It honestly is amazing. And shout out to Ciate London, cruelty-free, vegan, made in England. What more? What more can you say? Another product for eyes is this this is a custom made Z palette, and in here is all Makeup Geek eyeshadows. So this is, I basically not designed it, but you know, I picked the colours that I wanted myself for in here, and the Makeup Geek eyeshadows are honestly the best formula, hands down, with the best variations of colours, best price point. I have got a Ciate, both of the Chloe Morello beauty hauls from Ciate. I've got both of those. I've also got two Anastasia Beverly Hills palettes, the Modern Renaissance and the Master palette by Mario. And I've also just recently got the Marc Jacobs Glambition eyeshadow palette, which I'm using today, and I like that. But this one, because you can obviously just choose what shades you want, it's just, all of them are so beautiful. That is that one. It's just, that is that one there. Oh, it's just, it's so lovely, so lovely. Oh, this is like my hand really dirty, but honestly, like, I think you can get these from BeautyBay. You can order from the Makeup Geek website in America, and obviously you can get some more deals kind of things, but obviously you've got to think about the shipment coming over here, the shipping costs, custom costs and everything, but you can get it from there if you wanted. That is what I was originally going to do, but I found everything I wanted shade wise on BeautyBay, so I ordered it there. A lovely mix of mattes and shimmers, and cool and warm tones. I've also got some lovely greens, beautiful purples, plummy colours. Our brow products. Again, brows was something that I never sort of really, I think probably like last year, 2016, I probably like sort of focused a little bit more on them, and this year I've been branching out into new products. Most of the products, when you think about brows, you think of Anastasia Beverly Hills and her brow collections, and they are amazing, I'm not going to deny it. I absolutely love the Brow Wiz in taupe. That's my favourite brow pencil, but it's very expensive at like £22. And I recently discovered High Definition, which is a UK based brow company, and I think that's like £18 for the brow pencil, and it's exactly the same like tip wise, thinness of the pencil, you know, so it's just, I'm trying that out and seeing how I get on. But anyway, so the first one I want to talk to you about is this Anastasia Brow Duo, and this is in the shade taupe, as you can see, and so you've got your lighter shade and your darker shade. The lighter shade is what I would use in this head of the brow, top of the brow, and then the darker shade is what I'd go in towards the tail area. But when I first got it, I was kind of like, what do you do with it? I was just, you watch other people use it and you think, how do you make it work? But I make it work, and I've been loving the outcome with brows lately. I can see why it's such a big topic. But yeah, so that's definitely a good option. And then as a brow setter, I used to always use a clear brow gel. I've just recently discovered the Charlotte Tilbury Legendary Brows, and this, my one is in the shade bloody small, Bridget. And but what I love more about it is this small little brush head. It's just, I mean, sorry, could you find anything that's teeny? It's so lovely. It's lovely, and I didn't believe it. And I think I first heard of it from Kosher Beauty. She sort of like spoke about it quite a bit in some of her favourite products on Cult Beauty or whatever. And I thought, yeah, I need to try that. So then to sort of like set down some of my makeup, I've been using a couple of different setting sprays. The first one is this Mario Badescu, and this is the facial spray with aloe, cucumber and green tea. And oh, I think this is my third bottle, and I have another backup. But it's just, it's so lovely. Again, with Mario Badescu, I've been able to buy it on BeautyBay, and this this bottle, and this is a 118ml bottle and it lasts so long. This is £7. £7. Why wouldn't you? It's amazing. I love it. Is the football on? I don't know. I can't find out. Anyway, so this is... Anyway, yeah, so this is my favourite one, and I use this once I've got all the powders on my face. I use this because it sort of just sinks all the powders into the skin and makes it just look more natural rather than being, you know. And then my final one just sort of sets the makeup down in place, and that is this Pixi Glow Mist. And honestly, it's my favourite setting spray, like for the whole face, to actually set down makeup, because it's got that beautiful sort of glow to it. It's a very natural glow. I honestly don't know how many more things I can say to convince you that you need it as a setting spray. It's made with argan oil. Give it a good shake before you go to use it, and you honestly will not be disappointed. Plus, with Pixi, you can get that on ASOS, Cult Beauty, Marks and Spencer's, and somewhere else, and this is £16. This is the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask, and this one is actually in, oh, it doesn't actually say, but this is the champagne shade, and I've basically run out of it. But this has lasted me, I think, 18 months, and I use it every night. And then the other lip product that I love, which I applied before on liquid lipsticks, is this Hourglass, and this is the lip oil. So nourishing. It's so lightweight. It stays on your lips. It doesn't sort of just run off. It's got a thick consistency for oil, but it's not heavy. Marc Jacobs gloss. This one right here, and this is called Pretty Thing, and it's the closest shade to my natural lip colour. Yeah, the final lip gloss that I love, and because I've used it so many times, the writing's already started to fade. So this is the Colourpop, and this is the 9 to 5 lip gloss, and this was part of their when I did my first order, as I said, with Colourpop, they had, if you spend over a certain amount, you can pick a product from this little collection they did, and it was all about like 9 to 5, or I can't remember the rest of the names, but I managed to actually get all of the things by the time I'd added up everything. This lip gloss I've never been complimented so many times on, because it looks like it's really sort of plummy, pinky based, but it's got this beautiful sort of reflect in it, which sort of makes it look metallic-y. And I never thought I'd wear this, but I honestly wear it like if I'm wearing a foundation and like no other eye makeup or anything, and I put this on, I feel like I'm complete. So final Colourpop lipstick that I've got here. This is the collection Colourpop did with I Love Ceramide. Karen, who is Instagrammer, YouTuber, amazing. She's an amazing makeup artist, absolutely amazing. She collabed with Colourpop and created, oh my god, this beautiful blue toned red. Honestly, my final product to talk about is this Dose of Colours liquid lipstick here, and this is in the shade Sand. This is my perfect nude. This is literally my perfect nude that suits my skin tone. And oh, this one here, oh, it's so lovely. It's very sort of brown undertoned, sort of, I wouldn't say it's got a lot of peach in it. It's my favourite nude liquid lipstick. So that is all for my 2017 favourites. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Please also subscribe to my channel if you're not already. There will be, well, as you've probably already seen, there's going to be quite a varied amount of things on here rather than just being sort of structured to one thing. I hope you had a super new year, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Bye!